We're not just going to cut with circles, but the oval is a little bit extra work, and we're going to learn how to do that today. So here are a couple of mallets. I have several examples laying around, and today the mallet is our project. It looks like we've removed an awful lot of sawdust and wood, but really we haven't done much. We've just taken a few bits off the outer corners. So I'm going to do this for a while, and I'm going to lathe this down into a circle. I've got a reasonable looking cylinder there. It's very rough. It even has a few flat pieces on it, but I need to move my tool rest closer to the work. And the burning has darkened the wood, and I'll just take my 220 grit sandpaper and sand it down just a little bit more. Okay, so there I've just finished sanding the project with the 220 grit, but you know, I'm not done yet. It isn't as smooth as it could be. Feels great, but it's not quite done. So I'm going to do a lot more shaping here just for a few seconds, just to get this section down a lot smaller. I do not want to get near the end. I can leave this alone. From here on, don't even touch it, because if I do too much cutting out here, it's going to chip and fall apart, and the spur bit is going to fall out. So from there to about here is where I'm going to worry about making it really small. Out here is going to be the shape of the handle, and my handle will probably end right about there. So I don't care too much about the last 1.5 inches or so at each end. So here we go again. Loosen off the tailstock, and we can just tip the tail end of the handle out a little bit. So you can see that on the camera, and I'm going to take my pencil and I'll just put a little mark here to show you where we're going to do some movement. Off to the side, there's the original center. Off to the side, I'm going to put a line, it looks like about half a centimeter away from the original center, and I'll put another one on the other side. So my line is at least far enough away so that when I fasten it back into the tailstock of the lathe, in this position where my marks are, it doesn't fall back into the original hole. I've got my handful of wood, and I'm going to hold that up against the project. Turn this on. And a Forstner bit puts an awful lot of friction on the wood. So you cannot just drill down all at one time and expect that it's going to work. So I do a little bit of drilling, and I back it off just to clean the hole out. A little bit of drilling and back it off. I'm not going to drill all the way through. I only want to drill down deep enough so that I can force that handle in there. That is the step of fastening it all together. We only have one more step after that, and that is whatever the finish is that we're going to put onto it.